So this middle layer has aluminium ions. When electricity is passed through this to start the electro-refining of aluminium, what will happen is aluminium from this middle layer will move to the top layer. Aluminium ions from middle layer will move to this top layer, right? And the equivalent amount or the equal amount of aluminium will move from bottom layer to middle layer, right? Equivalent amount will move from bottom layer to middle layer, right? So what is happening here is this bottom layer consists of aluminium ions, right? Which we say that aluminium is impure because it contains other metallic impurities or maybe other kind of impurities. So from bottom layer only aluminium ions will ionize and move in the middle layer, and from middle layer it will move to the top layer, right? I'll repeat, this impure aluminium from this impure aluminium only, this may contain other metallic impurities, only aluminium ions formed from ionization of aluminium will move to middle layer, right, from anode. So what reaction, so since only aluminium ions will move to the middle layer, all rest of the metallic impurities, if there are, they will not move to the middle layer, they will remain at anode. So slowly as the reaction will continue, as the electrolytic reaction will continue, all aluminium, the entire aluminium in the form of aluminium ions will move to the middle layer, right? So write it over. Slowly as the reaction continues, all aluminium will move to middle layer in the form of aluminium ions, right? And impurities will remain at anode, right? Impurities will remain at anode, whereas aluminium will keep moving into middle layer, right? And from middle layer it will move to cathode and deposit there in the form of pure aluminium, right? So the reaction that will occur at anode, the reaction is aluminium will lose 3 electrons to form aluminium ions. I'll write it over here. In this, at anode, the reaction that will occur is aluminium will lose 3 electrons forming aluminium, right? This will move to middle layer, right? And from middle layer aluminium ions are moving to top layer. So top layer is cathode, right? So from middle layer aluminium ions are moving to top layer, which is cathode, right? When aluminium ions will move to top layer cathode, they will undergo reduction there. So right, so reaction at cathode would be aluminium ion will gain 3 electrons forming aluminium. This aluminium is 99.95% pure, right? So you have further purified aluminium. This is Hoope's electrolytic process. I'll just quickly revise one more time. This electrolytic tank will consist of 3 layers. The bottom layer will consist of impure aluminium, right? Why impure aluminium? Because from electrolytic reduction, the aluminium that we got was 99.8% pure, which may contain other metallic impurities or maybe other impurities, right? So the impure aluminium from here is placed at the bottom layer, which is anode, right? And in the middle layer we have electrolyte, which is fluorides of sodium, barium, aluminium, and the top layer consists of pure molten aluminium, right? So this top layer is cathode, right? When current is turned on, this aluminium, right, only aluminium from this bottom layer will when current is turned on, aluminium from this electrolyte, right? Because first we know that in electrolysis ions will move from electrolyte, right? So we say that aluminium ions from electrolyte will, from middle layer, electrolyte is in middle layer, so for aluminium ions from middle layer will move to the top layer, that is cathode, right, and will undergo reduction at cathode, forming aluminium, right, undergo reduction and will deposit or will form aluminium at the top layer, right? And an equivalent amount of aluminium, since we know that bottom layer consists of impure aluminium, right, which is also anode. Bottom layer is anode. So aluminium from this impure aluminium ions from this impure aluminium, only aluminium ions formed from ionization of aluminium will move to middle layer. If this aluminium contains any impurities, those impurities will remain here. Only aluminium in the form of aluminium ions will move into the middle layer, right? So aluminium from here will move in the form of ions in the middle layer, and from the middle layer it will move to the top layer, which is cathode, and will get reduced there and form neutral metal atoms, right, in molten state, right? So from here this can be removed or taken out, right? So aluminium obtained after this Hoope's electrolytic process is 99.9% pure, right? And the last thing which I want to tell you, all this is very important, you can take down notes, right? And just one thing which has been asked in your exam, which is the most abundant element in earth crust? It is aluminium. Aluminium is the most abundant element in earth crust, right? So I hope all this is clear to you. Thanks.